Seoul, South Korea. What happens when one of the brightest members in K-pop history makes a decision that not only shakes up the industry, but shatters the hopes of millions of fans around the world? Jungkook's name has always been synonymous with perfection. Undeniable visuals, hypnotizing melodious sounds, stomping stage moves, and a personality that melts the heart of anyone who sees it. But today, the K-pop world is not celebrating the charm of the golden magne. Quite the opposite. The world is frozen in eerie silence by news crazier than anything before. Jungkook made a surprising decision. A decision that immediately made the label, Absurd, stick to his name. Decisions that make big questions resonate. Is this the beginning of the collapse on an overcast morning in Seoul? Just as fans were about to open their eyes and hope for some good news from their idols, their phone notifications hit like a storm. Jungkook has decided to step down from the group's activities. Temporarily or forever? There is no official explanation, no clarification from HYB, no statements from other members. But this rumor did not arise from just any account. The sources range from industry insiders who have previously leaked accurate news surrounding BTS's comeback, solo projects, to Jungkook's purchase of a luxury home in Itaewon. What makes it even more sensational? This decision was taken not because of injury, not because of fatigue, and not even because of legal or personal problems that have been the cause of the failure of many big stars, but because of something not even understandable logic. Something that makes the public ask, what was Jungkook really thinking? According to various sources in the Korean entertainment industry, Jungkook personally conveyed to management that he wanted to stay away from the stage for an indefinite period. The reason? According to one insider, the decision was related to his desire to pursue a quieter life and focus on spiritual pursuits. Spiritual? Amid the euphoria of BTS's return from mandatory military service, as the world prepares for a comeback dubbed the biggest K-pop revival of all time, Jungkook has chosen to turn down all schedules, filming, stage appearances, and even global promotions in favor of what he calls the inner path. Jungkook is now on a secret trip around Southeast Asia, allegedly seeking enlightenment in old temples, interacting with monks, and even reportedly giving up all the glamorous accessories as a celebrity expensive watches, limited edition shoes, to flagship mobile phones. The hashtag This Is Not Our Jungkook was trending at #1 in 43 countries in just 12 hours. Netizens suspected Jungkook was exposed to manipulation, pressure, or even influence from mysterious people. Some blame HYB, some blame the media, some blame himself. Many soldiers feel betrayed. Not a bit of sympathy either. If he wants peace, we must be sincere. But why now? Why when BTS is almost back in one piece? Is this a marketing strategy? Or is this real? The hyenas are still lurking. The BTS members were also silent. There were no statements from RM, Jin, Jimin, J-Hope, V, or Suga. Even major media such as Dispatch and Naver seem to be denied access to touch on this case more deeply. Everything, like frozen in fear when pulled back, there are small traces that are now visible as a harbinger of this great decision. In an interview before enlistment, Jungkook had said, "Sometimes, the bright stage makes it difficult for me to look inside myself." The phrase used to be considered an ordinary metaphor. Now, fans replay the clip of the interview hundreds of times, trying to find a hidden meaning. Even in the last live video before his enlistment, Jungkook can be seen staring blankly out the window saying, "If one day I don't sing anymore, you still remember me, huh?" Laugh. Smile. But now that smile hurts. Jungkook's mother, according to a source close to her, was upset by the boy's decision. His father even reportedly came to HYB's office in person to persuade management to resuscitate Jungkook from this crazy decision. But Jungkook stood his ground. He doesn't want to fight anybody. He just wanted to go alone. Many people believe that losing Jungkook, even temporarily, is the same as losing their lives for BTS. Not to downplay other members' contributions, but let's be realistic. Jungkook is a global face, a golden voice, a generational icon. His presence is not only important, but crucial. Without Jungkook, BTS is not BTS. Without Jungkook, their comeback lost its soul. Without Jungkook, the K-pop world seems to have lost its center of gravity. CEOs of several major agencies are said to have urged HYB to clarify because their stocks have slumped as a result of this news. Even some countries that had previously booked BTS for international events, including the opening of the Paris Olympics, began to question their commitment. Army split. Some remain supportive with tears, others attack Jungkook's decision with sharp words. Japan's largest fanbase group even released an official statement: "We love Jungkook, but we cannot tolerate selfish decisions that affect all other members." Instead, the ARMY community in Thailand and the Philippines crowded together to pray and voice solidarity. "If Jungkook needs time, we will wait, no matter how long. The only hope now is time." Is Jungkook coming back? Is this just a phase? Is all this really about the search for the meaning of life? Or is there a big secret hidden from the public? Several theories began to emerge. Some say Jungkook will debut as a solo artist with a spiritual concept. Some refer to this as a silent protest against the internal pressure in HYB. Even the wildest theories suggest that Jungkook has found a secret love and wants to live as an ordinary citizen. Whatever it is, one thing is certain: the world won't be the same without Jungkook. Since the shocking news rocked the entertainment world, Seoul has turned into an enigmatic city. The streets around HYB's office were filled with reporters, fans crying in silence, and security forces began tightening access in and out of the building. Some foreign media outlets have reportedly hired drones to spy on activities inside the building, hoping to get clues about Jungkook's whereabouts. But nil. No one knows for sure where he is. There was only vague news that Jungkook had left Korea a few weeks ago under an assumed identity. Not in a private jet, but rather a commercial flight, like the common people. Even his closest friends couldn't reach him. This is not a holiday. This is a kind of exodus. A CCTV footage from Incheon Airport suddenly went viral. A man in a huge hoodie, a black hat, and a face covered with a mask walked alone with one small suitcase. An airport staffer leaked that the man looked like Jungkook, which surprised netizens not only because of her simplicity, but because she walked slowly, as if carrying a burden that the eye could not see. "The steps are heavy, as if he left behind something that he could not carry," commented one netizen. The video was viewed 12 million times in 8 hours. The airport refused to confirm. "We cannot comment on the identity of the passenger," they replied briefly. A fan account claims to have obtained screenshots of BTS group messages in the Weverse community. In the message, there is a sentence allegedly written by Jungkook: "Hyung, if I'm not there when you guys come back, please just assume that I'm putting together a new me. It's not that I don't love BTS, precisely because I love too much. But I need to understand who I am besides BTS." That sentence made thousands of ARMY instantly floods of tears. Many are beginning to realize this decision may indeed be from the heart. But does that make it right? Does loving yourself mean sacrificing the love of millions of others? In the midst of global pressure, HYB still chose silence. However, there are indications that they are starting to panic behind the scenes.